Welcome to the ultimate destination for Sheikh Hamdan enthusiasts. Get ready to embark on a captivating journey into the heart of royal life, where passion, creativity, and leadership come together. We're not just talking about official events and public appearances, we're diving deep into the emotions, decisions, and personal stories that shape the life of Dubai's beloved Crown Prince. Today, we're thrilled to share something extraordinary with you, a poetic masterpiece from Sheikh Hamdan that reveals the values, challenges, and courage that define him. This isn't just a poem, it's a window into the soul of a remarkable leader. The words may be few, but their impact is profound, echoing far beyond the screen and resonating deeply with those who read them. Sheikh Hamdan's words have a way of touching hearts and minds, offering a glimpse into his inner world. His poetry is a reflection of his experiences, emotions, and values, and it invites us to reflect on our own lives and relationships. By sharing his poetry with us, he's giving us a rare gift, a chance to connect with him on a deeper level and understand what drives him. As we explore Sheikh Hamdan's poetry and life, we're reminded of the importance of creativity, compassion, and courage. His words inspire us to be our best selves, to pursue our passions, and to make a positive impact on the world. Join us on this journey of discovery, and let's explore the world of Sheikh Hamdan together. Stay tuned for more insights, updates, and behind-the-scenes stories about Sheikh Hamdan and the royal family. We're excited to have you join our community, and we can't wait to share this journey with you. In the quiet moments, a poem was shared, its simplicity belied by the profound impact it would have. The words lingered, a promise of things to come, and a declaration that would change the course of history. With a deep breath, the announcement was made, "I'm marrying her," and the room seemed to hold its collective breath. It wasn't the news of the wedding that stunned them, it was the identity of the woman who had captured the Crown Prince's heart. The revelation sent shockwaves through the elite and ordinary circles of society. The Crown Prince, known for his wisdom, strength, and poetic soul, had made a deeply personal announcement that challenged the expectations of many. The media had speculated about his potential partner, envisioning a glamorous figure who would fit perfectly into the royal mold. But Sheikh Hamdan defied those expectations, choosing instead a woman who shone with a quiet beauty. She wasn't a fixture on the red carpet, nor did she seek to draw attention to herself. Her worth wasn't measured by the number of followers or the frequency of her appearances in the headlines. Instead, she was a woman of substance, grounded and genuine, with a beauty that radiated from within. And it was precisely this authenticity that drew Sheikh Hamdan to her. The world had expected a grand romance, a carefully curated love story that would play out in the public eye. But Sheikh Hamdan offered something different, a love that wasn't scripted or staged, but real and true. He chose a woman who understood the value of silence, who didn't feel the need to be in the spotlight, and who shone brightest in the quiet moments. In doing so, Sheikh Hamdan showed us that true love isn't about external validation or societal expectations. It's about finding someone who sees you for who you are, and whom you can love and cherish without pretenses. His choice was a testament to the power of authenticity and the beauty of a love that's genuine and true. In a world that craves attention, she stood apart, her beauty shining brightest in the quiet moments. Her strength wasn't in seeking validation or approval, but in the gentle way she walked beside him, her presence a soothing balm to his soul. She spoke the language of subtlety, her words and actions a testament to the power of restraint in a world that often values loud declarations. She may not have been the perfect fit for the cameras, but she was the perfect partner for Sheikh Hamdan. While others may have been confused, judgmental, or surprised by his choice, he stood firm, his heart guided by a deeper understanding. He knew that love isn't always about grand gestures or public displays of affection, but about the quiet moments, the whispered words, and the gentle touches that speak directly to the soul. Sheikh Hamdan's love story is a reminder that true connection is often found in the shadows, away from the prying eyes of the world. It's a love that's nurtured in the quiet moments, the stolen glances, and the whispered promises. And it's this love that has been his guiding force, his source of strength and inspiration, through the ups and downs of life. In the midst of turmoil, she was his sanctuary, a beacon of calm in the stormy seas of royal duty. While the world watched him with expectation, she saw the man behind the crown, the weight of responsibility bearing down on his shoulders. She witnessed the toll of leadership, the late nights, and the crushing pressure, and yet, she loved him not just for his strength, but for his vulnerability. In the quiet moments, when the masks were shed and the titles forgotten, she saw the real man, the one who struggled to balance duty and desire, who wrestled with the demands of his position, and who yearned for connection and understanding. She loved him in the moments that few others saw, the moments of doubt and uncertainty, when the world seemed too much to bear. When he returned home, exhausted and drained, she didn't need words to understand his pain. She simply sat beside him, her presence a balm to his weary soul. Her silence was not absence, but presence, a reminder that he was not alone, that she was there to hold his hand, to listen, and to support him through the darkest of times. In her company, the crown prince found solace, a sense of peace that eluded him in the chaos of his duties. She didn't try to fill the silence with empty words or forced conversation. Instead, she let the quiet be, allowing him to breathe, to think, and to feel. And in that stillness, he found comfort, knowing that he was loved not just for his title, but for who he was, in the moments that truly mattered. In her presence, he found a sense of serenity that surpassed the fleeting validation of applause. She didn't demand proof of his devotion, instead, she embodied it, radiating a warmth that seeped into his very being. By doing so, she gifted him something precious, the freedom to be himself, imperfections and all. The freedom to stumble, to learn, and to grow without the weight of expectation. When the poem was shared, the world reacted with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. Headlines splashed across screens, declaring a "Happy the Great Royal Wedding" announcement, but many missed the essence of the message. This wasn't a grand spectacle or a publicity stunt. It was a heartfelt confession, a declaration of love that transcended titles. The reactions were varied. Some smiled awkwardly, unsure how to respond, while others whispered judgments and criticisms behind closed doors. Questions swirled, assumptions were made, and doubts were raised. But for Sheikh Hamdan, this wasn't about status or prestige. It was about finding a kindred spirit, a partner who saw beyond the title and loved him for who he truly was. He wasn't searching for a figurehead or a symbol of power. He was seeking a companion, a friend, and a soulmate. Someone who would sit beside him in silence, laugh with him in joy, and walk with him through life's ups and downs. In his poem, he speaks of the moment he realized she was the one, not a grand epiphany or a dramatic revelation, but a quiet understanding that resonated deep within his heart. In her, he found a sense of home, a sense of belonging that went beyond words. She was his safe haven, his refuge from the storms of royal life. And as they embarked on this new chapter together, he knew that their love would be the foundation on which they would build their life, a life filled with laughter, tears, and moments of quiet beauty. In the stillness of a mundane evening, when the weight of the world felt crushing and words seemed like a distant memory, he found himself lost for expression. The palace, once a symbol of grandeur, now felt confining, a gilded cage that trapped him in a world of expectations. But in the midst of this suffocating silence, she stood as a beacon of calm, her presence a gentle reminder of the beauty of simplicity. She didn't attempt to fill the void with empty words or try to fix the unfixable. Instead, she simply existed, a steady heartbeat in the chaos of his life. Her hand rested gently on his, a silent promise of support and understanding. In that moment, he felt seen, not for his title or his position, but for who he truly was, a complex, imperfect human being. It was in this quiet, unassuming moment that he realized what love truly meant to him. Not the grand gestures or public displays of affection, but the soft, unobtrusive moments of connection that spoke directly to his soul. He knew that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with someone who loved him not for his image, but for his true self. Choosing someone who defied the conventional expectations of royal life required a certain kind of courage. It was a path that required vulnerability, trust, and a willingness to be seen, truly seen, by another human being. And as he looked into her eyes, he knew that this was a journey he was willing to take, a journey of discovery, of growth, and of love. Sheikh Hamdan's gaze pierced through the veil of societal expectations, revealing the true essence of the woman who had captured his heart. She was unencumbered by the need for external validation, untethered by the whims of public opinion. Instead, she stood firmly rooted in her own identity, a beacon of authenticity in a world often dominated by artifice. Her words were infused with a quiet power, spoken from a place of genuine conviction. She listened with empathy and understanding, her soul attuned to the subtleties of human emotion. And in her presence, Sheikh Hamdan felt a sense of liberation, a freedom to be himself, unencumbered by the weight of titles or expectations. She loved him not for his royal status, nor for his poetic prowess or leadership abilities. She loved him for the man he was, in all his complexity and vulnerability. This realization marked a turning point in his life, a shift from the relentless pursuit of perfection to a more nuanced understanding of what truly mattered. As they embarked on this new chapter together, Sheikh Hamdan began to redefine his priorities. He started to build a life that was grounded in authenticity, a life that was shaped by the beauty of human connection, rather than the fleeting nature of external validation. It was a journey of discovery, one that would require patience, empathy, and understanding. But with her by his side, he felt a sense of hope and possibility, a sense that together, they could create something truly remarkable. With her by his side, Sheikh Hamdan's priorities underwent a profound shift. Every decision, every goal, and every plan was now infused with a deeper sense of purpose. He began to measure success not by the metrics of his career, but by the richness of their relationship. The milestones he once chased with fervor now served a greater purpose, building a life together, one that was grounded in authenticity and mutual understanding. In his mind's eye, he envisioned a home that was not a grand monument to his royal status, but a sanctuary of love and connection. A place where they could shed the trappings of their public lives and simply be themselves. Where mornings would dawn not with the weight of duty, but with the gentle warmth of shared moments, sipping coffee together in comfortable silence, laughing freely during walks without the burden of security, and finding solace in each other's company. Sheikh Hamdan discovered beauty in the quiet, unassuming moments they shared. In the simplicity of their daily routines, he found a sense of joy and contentment that eluded him in the midst of his royal duties. The way she looked at him when words failed, the way she understood him without needing explanations, and the way she loved him not for his title, but for who he was. These were the things that brought him peace and happiness. In a world where relationships are often judged by their external trappings, Sheikh Hamdan's commitment to her was a testament to the power of true love. A love that was not about grand gestures or public displays of affection, but about the quiet, everyday moments that spoke directly to the heart. It was a love that was rooted in simplicity, authenticity, and mutual understanding, a love that would be the foundation of their life together. Together, they stood united, their bond strengthened by the challenges they faced. Their commitment was not just to each other, but to the relationship they were building, a bond forged through genuine communication, mutual support, and a shared desire to nurture their love. As they stepped into the public eye, they did so with a quiet assurance, unafraid to be themselves. They didn't feel the need to justify their love to the world. Instead, they let their actions speak louder than words. When criticism came their way, they faced it together, drawing strength from their bond. And when praise arrived, they accepted it with humility, knowing that their love was not about external validation. Sheikh Hamdan admired her unwavering confidence, her refusal to be swayed by the spotlight. She was a woman of substance, grounded in her own identity, and he was drawn to her authenticity. As they continued on their journey together, their promise to each other echoed louder than any words could express. A truth about the power of love to transcend titles and expectations, to see beyond the facade and cherish the person within. It was a promise to honor, protect, and cherish the woman who had seen him for who he truly